SEGA.
Hey everyone, this is Prince Brightstar, and before we get on with today's episode, I have something to say. Xion? No. How dare you turn me into an instrument to revive a Dark Falls? Look, I'm not so vain to realize Persona could very well have found those parts of the weapon later, not to mention having Getemhart still be where he needed to be to become the new vessel for him. But you have to realize, the name Dark Falls means something in this game series. It's not just a one-off name. Why do you think I initially had denial and then stopped talking when Kasra mentioned that name? If there's one thing that anyone that has played any of this series, aside from some side stories, has learned, it is to not mess around when it comes to Dark Falls. So no, I won't be taking your matterboard, Xion. Go find someone else to do your dirty work. Okay, with that out of the way, we're actually going to switch over to my main character, and now we're going to be taking a look at a time attack quest here. This time attack quest is Marathon Training Amduscia. Let's go ahead and start that up on super hard mode. And into the camp ship we go. Okay, for this one, I'm going to grab a Shift to Drink EX. And let's go ahead and get this started. As you can see, we're starting on the floating continent, and already we've got Dagacha as well as Kartargot up here. So let's take them out. Okay, and the next section is open now. Here we got some Mikta as well as Gowanda. And these annoying things again. Alright, let's take this big guy out. That takes care of him, but another just popped up in its place. Looks like he just got shocked by my blades. Okay, that finishes him off. We've still got this Mikta to take care of here. And one more over there, it looks like. Actually, this is an old Mikta. Okay, we've got a Gowanda over here now. From behind. Alright, there's one more to take care of. And immediately he gets shot. Alright, let's move on to the next section here. Okay, so as you can see here, we've actually got some Dragonkin fighting against the Darkers now. So what we actually want to do is we want to try to help them as best we can here. And by doing that, the mission will reward us later on. These things are still really annoying. Trying to stay away from you guys as best I can, but you're not making it easy. Alright, that finishes off the Alata. And those Dragonkin are now running off. Alright, over here we got more Alata. But this time I don't have to worry about hitting other targets. We've also got some Karchagot here. Okay, that takes care of them. And that now opens up these spots up here, so we actually need to get our jet boots on here, and we need to start climbing up a bit here. Alright, there's the first one. And there's the second one. So that opens that gate over there, but we actually have to hit this pad over here first. Moment Gale. That now activates this catapult over here, which we can use to press that switch. And let's hop back over. Okay, that gate is closed up again. So we are going to have to go back up here one more time. Missed it. There we go. And now we have a catapult over here. Along with more Dagacha and Guwanda. Let's try an overend. Not enough damage. Gonna go ahead and pop my Photon Blast here. Here's a Dagash that we still need to take care of. And we got one more over here. Here we go, a Dagacha. Okay, with that, this gate should now be open. And here we got some Dagon, Krada, as well as Briada. Alright, that takes care of the Briada, which just leaves the Dagon and the Krada now. Okay, and that catapult sends us over here. And so we got more Elada to take care of. Alright, that takes care of the first one, and as you can see, the second one here is actually fighting against another Dragon King. So once again, we want to be careful around this one. And there we go, we saved it. Okay, we just fell into a trap here. Let's take care of these Darkers. Go, let's hop up.
Completed.
And let's head into the next area. Down we go. Okay, we're now in the Volcanic cavern area. And for this section, it's a lot like the last area, where we got Dragonkin that we need to try to protect as best we can here. Okay, that takes care of one. We've actually got to do this 4 times here, one for each direction. So let's head to the east next. let's take care of this Wanda first, and then we'll focus on the Elada. Okay, that takes care of that one. Let's head to the south next. And here we've got Cartagot as well as an Elada. Careful where you're going, pal. Okay, that's the third one. Let's heal up. And last, we've got the one to the west here. And there we go. All four of them have been saved. Alright, for this section, we just kind of have to find where the buttons are hidden. Up here for this one. This one's hidden up here. Then we got one down here. Okay, from here we can actually turn east. And now for this section to open up these gates, we need to actually attack these buttons. Alright, let's head up here into this teleporter. And as you can see, we've got a Gowanda fighting a Catadren. So we need to see what we can do to help him out. Let's take care of this Gowanda here. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't leap into there. You guys gotta get out of the way. Alright, we got another Gowanda over here. Let's heal up. Looks like we just got a Dagash now here to take care of, as well as a Dagacha. I don't want to hurt you, but you're making it very hard. Okay, I think they took out the last one on their own there. I'm hoping nothing died. Alright, for this one we want to focus on the Guanada. Alright, he's over there. As you can see, he was trying to suck me in there. I was trying my best to stay away. Oh, he grabbed me. Catadrin, you're not helping here. This is really starting to get annoying here. Finally, he exposes his weak spot again. He grabbed me again. Alright, finally took him out. So now we can proceed into the last area now. Let's use shifter. Oh no, I didn't want to press that. I wanted to refresh my guard stance. Okay, so this whole area over here, because we didn't kill any of the dragonkin on the way down here, basically this whole section is completely open for us. If we had killed any of them, there would be gates here blocking our path. We would have to take out even more dragonkin.
Emergency. Code Q.
Okay, and now we've got a Vol Dragon we gotta take care of. Alright, he's going down. He's doing a good amount of damage to me here. Alright, he's going down again. Looks like he's caused a lot of fire to pop up here. Alright, let's heal up. Nice shot there. Let's pop the critical field. this guy would go into the sky already to reset. There we go. He's finally headed up. Alright, he's back to his default state. Nice shot there. Alright, he's going back down. Let's keep the attack going here. And healing up. This guy has a ton of health. Alright, let's pop that photon blast. Nice shot of fire there. Alright, he's going up into the sky again. Nice hit. Healing up. And down he goes.
Completed.
Okay, let's see what he dropped here. Alright, so that's an S rank for that mission. Now, as you've been seeing, there is a message scrolling across the screen every now and then saying that there is an emergency quest coming up on Vopar, and I need to get ready for that, but we're going to check that out next time. So, thank you for joining me today. This is Prince Brightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.